Hi everyone, welcome to Laugh of the Day, video number 220. It's August 7th, 2016. I'm Dave Berman, host of Daily Laughers, producing laughter videos every single day of the year to show what it's like to have a daily laughter practice. We want people all around the world to choose to laugh on purpose every day because the way that that's going to make you feel and strengthen your health and teach you all sorts of things, social and spiritual lessons, these things will impact the people in your life. And so by laughing every day, you're creating a ripple effect. And that's what we're starting. We're sort of the pebble in the pond, creating that ripple effect, laughing with people from all over the world. Joining me today from Auckland, New Zealand, this is certified laughter yoga teacher Louise Stevens. Hi, Louise. Nice to meet you.
Sorry.
Thank you so much for laughing with me today.
Thank you for asking me.
I want to ask you about something that you wrote to me about that I'd never heard of before. You know, we all know fight or flight, and nowadays it's often referred to as fight, flight, or freeze, and you added the word flock to that. And so after we do some laughing, I want you to help me understand that a little better. But first, show us some of your favorite ways to laugh.
Oh, okay. So I like that sort of first aid thing that we cheer ourselves up first thing in the morning so that when we start our day, whether we're opening our curtains or whatever, we laugh. Or when we have our shower, you get your towel and you put on a whole lot of laughter powder onto our towel and then we dry ourselves with our laughter.
You have some other ones you want to show?
Well, yeah, in the same vein as when you, after you've dried yourself, you've got to put on your laughter cream. And your laughter cream is just a never-ending fossil of laughter, and you just laugh right up in your hand. Ooh, get a big pile of laughter cream, big foamy pile, and just smear it all over your body.
Ooh, the more. Much better. How about another one?
Right, so once you've got yourself dressed, it's very important to put on your laughter suit because that's what you're going to wear for the rest of your day. It's a beautiful, invisible layer of clothing that you put on that contains all your laughter. So once you've got all your dressed on, then you've got to get your clothing, put it on, put it all down, get the hat, laughter hat, put your laughter hat on, get it going, hold on your trousers and your boots. Yeah, your glasses. Get it all on, and it's that film that's there for the day.
My laughter uniform will repel any seriousness or stress throughout the day.
Absolutely, yes.
It cannot penetrate my laughter cloak.
The king's invisible clothes.
Excellent, excellent. So you have a couple of laughter clubs, and you work with kinesiology and breathing. Tell us a little bit more about kind of what you focus on in your laughter work, and who are the people that you spend time laughing with?
I guess I've got two public clubs, and they're quite different. The Saturday morning one, we have a lot of people that are at work during the week, and come our ones at 9 o'clock in the morning, which means they can laugh and then go off to the sports or whatever with their families afterwards. And then on Tuesday mornings, I have people who are retired and other members of the public as well. Plus, I have groups of people come that have disabilities, mental disabilities, that come and join the club for that morning. So,
what are some of the biggest success stories that you've seen among the people who come to laugh with you?
Well, one person was very, very depressed. They spent 3 or 4 days a week with the curtains pulled and the blinds pulled and their blankets, over their heads in the darkness. And after coming to laughter yoga, they started getting less and less days that they were depressed, and now they're not depressed very often at all. So that's
nice.
A really, really great breakthrough.
Yeah.
And I've also, just people who have said to me, oh, you've saved our marriage because
wow.
my partner was so depressed, and now they're back, laughing and functioning again.
Yeah, those are great stories. Yeah. There are so many benefits. I mean, we always just sort of summarize and we say health and social and spiritual benefits, but the details are, of course, important. I mean, it's very common for people to find that their mood is elevated, their stress goes down, their immune system gets stronger, so they're sick less often, and a whole bunch of other things. What else do you see personally from your laughter practice?
Well, I look upon it as throwing a stone into the water. It's the ripple effect. We don't know who's watching right now or what mood they're in, and it could be that by watching us laugh, that's changed their life. And, we will never know what that is or how it's brightened somebody's day or changed somebody's day. And so, it's throwing that, by laughing, you're continually throwing stones and letting the ripples go out and out and out, and you don't know where they're going to end up.
Yeah.
We hear a small percentage of what people get from it, but really the percentage is much higher.
Right. So I want to circle back to what I mentioned at the beginning, this fight, flight, freeze, or flock. What does flock mean?
Well, the first two, the fight and flight, are active things. They're activities you do. You get divorced, or you resign your job, or you go to a protest meeting, or go and harass the boss, or whatever. But then there are a lot of people who have very low self-esteem, and they're stuck, completely inactive. So you've got the freeze, which is the not doing anything, and then you have a big group of people who flock together and just whinge and moan and groan, but don't actually do anything. That's going around and round in circles. Every time you talk to them, they're telling you the same story over and over again about how badly they're being done by or what's going wrong in their lives, but nothing ever changes. And that is just as equally stuck as the frozen person. They're both low self-esteem. They're both people that are stressed. And so the physical part of it is similar, except the freeze person is more likely to be a solitary person and doesn't let on what's going on in their life. The other people just continually tell you what's going on in their life.
Right. So the flock means that these people gather together, and you're saying when they gather and laugh that it helps to break this pattern for them?
I believe that because when we're laughing, if we're doing laughter properly, we're moving our diaphragm and opening our chest, and that brings movement to the body. And it seems to me that when people get that movement, that opening of the chest and the deep breath and all their body fluids and that circulating around from the exercises we do in laughter yoga, that it gets them motivated to change their lives.
Well, certainly we've had lots and lots of stories of lives who have changed throughout our course of the Daily Laughers videos every single day of the year. I hope our viewers are already subscribed or will subscribe now on YouTube. Join our Daily Laughers Facebook group as well. We're at Daily Laughers on Twitter and on Pinterest as well. And we have incredible stories from people all around the world who've been laughing with me every day this year. Louise, do you laugh every day?
Yeah, I do. In fact, I've got to the point now where I laugh when it's inappropriate, and I have to pull myself in because, somebody tells you some dreadful story and you actually see the funny side of what it must have like or whatever. And so now I have to try and stop myself from laughing. It's inappropriate because I do laugh a lot now. And, I didn't used to. I'm now younger than I was when I was a child, I should say, and I didn't laugh much. But now I'm playful, and I've never played sport. I've never led a group of people before, and so now I'm like leading exercise classes and laughing, and it's such a wonderful change.
Yeah. Well, our mission is to inspire people to adopt a daily laughter practice, and so it's wonderful to have the opportunity to laugh with people who already have a daily laughter practice. I mean, for me, I say I'm a daily laugher. I really like when people who laugh every day would kind of own that, that name for themselves. I'm a daily laugher. I laugh every day. That's what we're aiming for, is more people willing to do that.
That's what I like about the habitual thing about you get up out of bed and you have your shower or get dressed or whatever, and you do that laughter at that time, because that helps you set yourself up for the day of laughing for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
If you have that habit of doing a laughter first thing.
Yeah. And
starting your day off right.
Exactly. And I do think of it as a habit, and I relate it to sort of self-care and wellness, and just like any other form of exercise, because we do laughter yoga as a form of exercise. So all of that is about taking care of myself so that I can give my best to the world.
Yeah. We can only change ourselves. We can't change anybody else. And so if we change ourselves, then hopefully the people around us will feel brighter as well.
Yeah. All right, Louise, thank you so much for sharing your stories and your laughter with us today. We will be back with another video tomorrow, and I'm sure we'll be laughing with more people in New Zealand and all around the rest of the world through the rest of the year, because that's what we do. All right, thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Bye, thank you.